Hi guys, welcome to Pretty Little Claws. I'm Lisa Graves and today I'm going to show you this pumpkin spice autumn inspired acrylic design with a mixture of glitter encapsulation, ombre, acrylic marbling and crystal application. Okay, so I'm just doing my usual nail prep. I've already pushed back the cuticles and nipped away any excess, and now I'm just etching the nail plates. Okay, so with your tips, make sure that you're happy with your tip fit. And I'm going to be using the Nails brush on nail glue. Just a small amount from sidewall to sidewall on the inside of the tip. And a little swipe and stick. Hold that for a few seconds, then just give it a little wiggle to make sure that it's nice and secure before you let go. So I'm going to shape these tips. I'm going to be doing a tapered square. Okay, so with these tips I'm going to blend the whole of the tip, not just the wings, because I'm going to be doing an acrylic design. So nice and gently, careful not to overfile the natural nail. I'm going to wipe over the nail with gel residue wipe off solution and give that a good scrub as well. Okay, using the Nails acid free primer, I'm going to put that on all nails and allow it to dry. Okay, so on this nail I'm going to be using Warm Beige, Pure Orange, Max Adhesion Monomer, and I'm also going to be capping the nail in Crystal Clear. Okay, so using the Nails Oval Sharp size 12, I'm going to get a small amount of the Warm Beige straight up at the cuticle and blend that down. So I'm going to be fading the orange up into the Warm Beige, but it's important not to panic about your fade. If you're not very good with ombres, we are going to be putting some glitter on this, and glitters will hide a multitude of sins, so don't worry too much if you haven't perfected your ombre. So I've mixed some glitter in here. This is just a medium cut and a fine cut in a burnt orange colour. So just using a very small amount of Crystal Clear, I'm going to place it on the nail where I want my glitter, and then straight away pick up into the glitter so it keeps it quite wet, and it just allows a little bit more time just to move this glitter about until you are happy with it. Like so. And I'm going to cap this entire nail with crystal clay. Okay, so on this nail I'm going to be doing an acrylic marble, and I'm going to be using Warm Beige, Berrylicious, Bordeaux, Inferno, and Pure Orange, and I will also be adding some of these goldy bronze flakes. Okay, so starting up at the cuticle, I'm going to use a small amount of the Warm Beige just to get my cuticle line in, and then I'm going to blend that down into nothing. And then quite quickly I'm just going to pick up just a mixture of colours, including the Warm Beige as well, and just let these colours run into one another. And then on the end of that, I'm just going to come back into my Warm Beige. So while that is still wet, I'm just going to pick up some of these smaller pieces. And if you do need to add any clear, you can do, just to add those chunks on, like so. And then I'm going to cap that now in crystal clear. Okay, so on this nail I'm going to be doing a French smile line using the same colours that I've just used on the last finger. So I'm going to come in with my Warm Beige and put my smile line in first. So make sure this bead is blended nice and smooth to the natural nail. And then as it starts to set, you can use the belly of your brush just to start moulding that smile line. Really get into those side walls. When you're happy with your smile line, you can then come in with your cuticle bead. So you can leave that as it is and then move on to adding colour into the bottom section, or you can wait for it to set and really crispen up your smile line and file that up, which I am going to do. So I'm just going to let that set for a couple of minutes. Okay, so now that this is set, we can file our smile line in, really perfect it. So I'm going to be using the 180 nail file, making sure that this is kept at 90 degrees. It's important not to tilt your nail file during this process, but at 90-degree angle I can file in that smile line. Just make sure that I'm really happy with it all the way around, and more importantly, make sure you're getting right up those side walls. The idea being that we'll create a nice crisp wall ready for the next lot of acrylic to push up against. Okay, when you're happy, you can dust that off. Okay, so on the end of this nail, I'm going to be doing an ombre between Berrylicious and Pure Orange. So a small bead of Berrylicious, and just with the tip of my brush, I'm going to take that right up into this corner that we've just filed in. And then blend that out. And when you're happy with that, I'm going to come in with pure orange and just start off at the tip and just slowly work that up, blending that in. You can build the colour up with this. And then just across the middle of that, I'm going to use a small amount of Inferno. Just like that. And when you're happy with that, you can then cap that in crystal clear. So we only need to cap the free edge of this nail because our Warm Beige is a core powder. It has got full strength to it. Okay, so on this nail I'm going to be doing a tricolour ombre using Bordeaux at the top, into Berylicious, and then into Inferno on the end. So I'm going to go straight in with Bordeaux, just a small bead up in and around the cuticle, and then I can blend that down. Keep this nice and thin, that way we can lay the colours up if we need to. So in with Berylicious, about a third of the way down the nail. I'm going to blend that down and up, feather that up a little bit. And then with a small amount of Inferno at the tip. And if you do need to go back and add any smaller bits just to help with your blend, you can do. And I'm going to cap this nail in crystal clear. Okay, so on the thumbnail I'm going to be doing an ombre from Inferno into Pure Orange, and I'm also going to be adding some more of the orange mixed glitter into that nail. So starting off at the tip with Pure Orange, I'm going to blend that up. So I'm adding the orange first just because the Inferno has got a really nice shimmer glitter to it, so this will fade over the orange really nicely. So with the Inferno, get your cuticle line in first, and then we can start fading that down. So using just a very small amount of crystal clear, I'm just going to use this as an adhesive straight into my glitter, and then you can place that and move it around until you're happy. Okay, I'm going to cap that nail in crystal clear now. Okay, so we are now ready to file these nails up. So first things first, I'm going to file my side walls in. Making sure that they're nice and straight. And I can sort my free edge as well, making sure that that's nice and crisp. Okay, filing your cuticle area, make sure that your hand file is at a 45-degree angle so that you don't take off your apex. And very careful, feather strokes around the cuticle area so you don't catch your client. When you're happy with the cuticle area, we can come and do our up and overs. So always filing into the middle of the nail. So at this point I will start to check the overall view of the nail from all angles, checking for any thickness. And when you're happy with that, you can dust over your apex area. And then have a good look and a good feel and make sure that you're happy with the overall shape of that nail and make any adjustments where needed. So when you've finished your filing routine, I'm going to wipe over just with a lint-free pad and some acetone. This will just help get rid of some of those filing lines. Alternatively, you can use a buffer. And then these are ready to be top coated. Okay, and they can go into the lamp for a full cure. Okay, so on this nail I'm going to do a crystal cluster up in this top corner. Just to hold some of the pointy back crystals, I'm going to be using the new Urban Graffiti Clear as Day Builder in a Bottle. So just a small amount, just a little blob, and I can place my pointy back crystals into them. It will just hold them in place. They will move ever so slightly, so you need to work fairly quick. So just move them about until you're happy and then get them set into the lamp. Okay, so to add the remaining smaller crystals, I'm just going to be using the UV LED top coat from Urban Graffiti. So I'm going to butt my top coat up to those bigger crystals, come in and around them, but don't go over them. And then just in between these bigger crystals, I'm going to add some of the smaller pointy backs, and they should just nestle in there quite nicely. And then I'm going to add some flat back crystals down the side of this nail in a mixture of different sizes and different colours. And then when you're happy with the crystal placement, I'll just go back in with my top coat and again just butt that top coat just up to those crystals that we've placed on. And when you're happy with that, that can go into the lamp for a full cure. Okay, and when you are finished with the crystal placement, you can go in with your cuticle oil, and I'm going to be using coconut cuticle oil on these ones. Just a small amount around the cuticle. Try not to get it on top of the actual nail because it can dull your top coat, and we want that nice and shiny for the pictures afterwards. Ta-da! So here's the finished product. I do hope you have enjoyed watching this video tutorial. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. All the links to the products used in this video will be in the description box below. And thanks for watching, guys. Bye.